Good morning, Super Readers! Thanks for joining us in our Valley PBS classroom. I'm Mrs. Nix.
I'm Mrs. Vang.
I'm Mrs. Hammack.
And this is a place for us to grow, to learn, practice, and grow our brains to become even stronger readers, writers, and thinkers. So let's get started by warming up our brains with some
ear training
called Daily Phonemic Awareness. And so what is that? Daily Phonemic Awareness. So that's just training our brains to hear some sounds. So today I have Mrs. Vang. She's going to help me out again. We've got some sounds that we're going to blend together, and we're really going to actually then add, we're going to do what's called phoneme addition. We're going to add a sound and make a new word. You want to try it out?
Very tricky.
All right. I think Mrs. Vang used to call this mystery word, right? What's my mystery word?
It's called Guess My New Word.
Oh, guess my new word. See, I knew she had something cute for it. Okay, so you're going to guess what our new word is today. So let's start with the word at. How many sounds do we hear in at? Let's count them. A, t, at. 2 sounds. Okay. What happens if I put ch at the beginning of our sound? What is my new word? Ch, at, chat. Did you say it at home? Great job. Okay, do you see how the game is kind of played? Let's try it again. Let's start with the word ill. What sounds do we hear in the word ill? I, ul. Ill. Okay, what if I put ch at the beginning? Now what's my new word? Chill. Did you see it? Great. All right, last one. Okay. How about we start with the word eat? How many sounds do we hear in eat? Eat. Eat. What if we put w at the beginning? Now what's my new word? Wheat. Wheat, like wheat bread. Great job. That's a game you can play at home too and practice building all these new words just with sounds. How cool is that? All right, let's do some dancing and get some blood pumping in our brains and get them working today. Are you ready? All right, so let's do it. This one's called My Map.
Beneath my net, I have a map. I memorize it when I nap, so I don't fall into a trap and lose my way without a map. A map can take you far and near and lead you on for many a year. A map can wander round and then a map can bring you home again. Beneath my net, I have a map. I memorize it when I nap, so I don't fall into a trap and lose my way without a map. A map can take you far and near and lead you on for many a year. A map can wander round and then a map can bring you home again.
That was awesome. Great
Such a good
job. Thanks for dancing
song.
with me this morning. I hope you guys had fun.
And that's true. That's what maps can do. They can take you all around and also lead you back home.
Absolutely.
We are going to work on some digraphs again today and practice with our blending. And today, we're actually going to build some words using our digraphs too. So I'll see you guys later.
All right. Have a
Come
good
with
one.
me. All right, readers, let's review our sound spelling cards for our digraphs. Here we have the cheese card, and that's the ch sound. It can be spelled with a CH. It can also be spelled with a TCH. All right, and then we have the whale card, and it is spelled wha with a WH for whale. Then we have the fire card for the PH digraph, and it says f, like the F says f. So those are the 3 that we're working on this week. So I'm going to call my friends to come and help me. We're going to blend some words together, practice reading with our digraphs, and then we'll build some, which would be like writing with our digraphs, okay? All right, hey, hi guys, how are you?
Morning.
Good morning, Mrs. Hammack.
All right, are you ready to help us with our digraphs?
Yes.
Great, all right. So we have our CH, that says ch, I, and then when we have that double consonant at the end, remember, it kind of acts like a digraph because it says only one sound. So ch, I, O, ch, I, O. What do you think that is?
Oh, I think I know.
Tina?
I practiced it on my arm and
Okay.
I blended it out. Chill.
Great job.
Chill.
I like how you made the I and the O touch each other. Like you stretched those sounds so that they bumped into each other. It made it a lot easier to hear. Chill. It made it easy to hear the word. Did you hear it too, Ricky? Mm-hmm. Excellent.
Chill.
Good job. Some sounds are easier to make connect or touch each other, and some are a little trickier. Now, what do you notice about this next word that we're going to read? Oh, do you notice anything?
The CH is at the end.
You're right. CH is at the end. And we have another digraph at the beginning. Isn't that tricky? Because some digraphs can go at the beginning or the end. So let's try this one. Hua, ich. Hua, ich. Which. What do you think that says?
Does that say which? Which?
Yes, very good. Which. Now, there's another word that says which that's spelled differently than this.
I was just thinking that.
Were you? Because we just finished with Halloween. Were you thinking
I saw
of?
lots of witches.
I was just wondering which is that which?
Well, that was a very good wondering.
Good one, Tina.
This which is when you're making a choice. Which dessert would you like to eat? So this is not the lady on the broom. This is a different type of which. All right.
Can it be like a sandwich?
No,
Is that different?
that's different too.
Oh my goodness.
But that's good thinking. It's good for us to know how we have words that sound alike but are spelled a little different, and they certainly mean different things, don't they? All right, so let's get to building. I would like your help in building the word lunch. Let's stretch it out. Lunch. Lunch.
Lunch.
What do you think I should start with to make that word?
Oh, well, that starts with an L.
You're right. And you know what? I'm going to have to borrow back my letters from up here so that we can do that. So let's do it. What do you hear next?
That's a short U.
Yes, it is.
The vowel sound.
Very nice. Oh, I know. Now I can just put the ch, right?
Yeah,
Does
that's what I was thinking.
What do you think?
Lunch.
But is it lunch? Lunch.
Oh.
I thought I heard another sound.
I think you're right, Ricky. This says lutch. Are we having lutch or are we having lunch?
Oh, that tricky little letter.
Lunch.
What sound am I missing?
I think it's an N.
You are right.
I know. I say lunch all the time, Mrs. Hammack. I know. Lunch.
And you know what, Ricky? You have such lovely big ears. That's probably why you were able to be such a great listener and hear that tricky N sound that sometimes gets hidden in there. Lunch. Now, if I want to change lunch to munch, what should I do?
Oh, I know.
do you think?
It's the beginning sound that's going to
is?
change. And then we're going to change it from an O to a which is the M.
Yes, it is. Very good. Lunch can be changed to munch. And what if I put this word, this sound in the front? Now what's my word?
Now you get bunch.
Right. I want to munch a bunch of lunch.
Mrs. Hammack, they all rhyme too.
They do rhyme. And that's the great thing about learning to read is when you know how to make one word, you can make other words that have some of the same ending sounds. That rhyming helps us to build new words. Thanks for your help today.
I'm gonna go get my lunch now.
Oh,
good.
yeah, that sounds good. I'll join you.
All right, it's an
Bye-bye.
early lunch for you guys. All right, let's read our sentence for today. I will munch my lunch on the grass. Have you ever done that? Kind of like a picnic, right? All right, friends, it is time for you to work on some high-frequency words with Mrs. Nix.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Mrs. Hammack. And yes, we're going to work on high-frequency words, those words we see often in our reading and writing. We've got 5 of them this week. So let's look at them and read them together. I hope you're practicing at home because that's how we become amazing readers and writers. It's when we practice. So let's read them together. Around, many, place, walk, and by. Good job. Today we're going to practice this word right here. What was it? Around. Good job. Around. Say it with me. Around. Spell it. A-R-O-U-N-D says around. Great job. Let's use it in a sentence together. The top spins around. You got it. Great job. Uh-oh. What did we forget at the end? A period. Look at this. Dun, 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 dun. It's just hidden right there. Now we have it. Great job. Okay, today, here's what we're going to do. We've talked about different ways that we can practice our words, and here's just another way. You could do this on a piece of paper like what I have here, or you could take your chalk outside and you could practice writing it on sidewalk, and I just have a piece of sidewalk chalk. You can buy anywhere. So I'm going to take my word around and I'm going to practice writing it on a piece of black construction paper, and look how cool this looks. It's big and bright, and I can go A-R-O-U-N-D. And look at that. Look how bright and colorful it shows up right there on my black construction paper. And how fun would it be to draw all around on the ground and be able to make different fun patterns using all of your words. You could write sentences and messages. It'd be a great time. All right. The other thing that I want to talk with you is our strategy this week. Our reading strategy is to reread. And why would we ever want to reread something? If we've read it once, aren't we done? Ooh, you're right. Sometimes we can read something and we can miss out on a really important detail, and we need to go back and find it. So think about that strategy and possibly do a little rereading of your own as you listen to today's story. We'll see you back here in just a second.
This story is nonfiction. Our essential question for the week is, how can you find your way around? Let's read about places in a town. Our title is Which Way on the Map? Mitch and Steph live in a big town. There is a lot to see. Let's walk around with them. This is the town on a map. It shows each place in town. This place has red bricks. Many children go here. Mitch and Steph go here too. Which place is this? Can you spot it on the map? This place is by a lake. People chat on benches. Mitch and Steph will run and play catch. It is such fun. Which place is this? Can you spot it on the map? This place has a big box. Mitch and Steph stop and get stamps. They drop a letter in the big box. Which place is this? Can you spot it on the map? Where can Mitch and Steph get lunch? Check the map.
Look at all those Lots of maps this week. I love it.
Do you, Ricky? That was another great story called Which Way on the Map. And today we're going to be working on main topic and key details.
I thought we were going to retell the story.
We're not going to retell, Ricky, but we're going to be thinking about the main topic. Do you remember what the main topic was? The main topic is what the selection is all about, and the key details give information about the main topic. So here's what I want you to help me with, okay? So we're going to go back, and I have some pages from the text here. And remember that strategy that Mrs. Nix talked about?
Reread!
Oh, there! That's right, Rita. A great strategy is to read. So I want us to go back and reread some of these pages and come up with some details and some details about the text. And maybe from those details, remember these details are kind of like clues. So these clues or details is going to give us some information so that we can determine or identify the main topic of the text. How about that?
Okay, let's find the main topic and the key details.
Okay, so Rita's here.
Hi, Rita.
Hi, Ricky.
Can you help us read pages 98 and 99? And let's see if we can come up with some details.
Well, you know I love to read.
You are a great reader.
Okay, this place has red bricks. Many, oh, that's one of our high-frequency words. Many children go here. Mitch and Steph go here too. Which place is this? Can you spot it on the map?
Thank you for helping us read. So let's look at it. What is this? It's a school. That's right. And the school
It's got some red bricks.
That's right.
Yeah, look, and it's right there in the middle of the map.
And it's right there in the middle of the map. That's right. Okay, so the first detail was the school with red bricks, and it's on the map. Okay, let's keep going. Can you help me reread page 100 and 101 from our text?
You know I can. This place is by a lake. People chat on benches. Mitch and Steph will run and play and catch. It is such fun. Which place is this? Can you spot it on the map?
Oh, what was it? Do you know what it was?
It's a playground.
Is it a playground?
It looks like my school.
It does. It didn't even tell us, but were you guys looking at the details on the picture? It's a playground. And where's the playground? Do you guys remember? It was
by the lake.
That's right. So let's take that off. It was a playground by the lake. That's another detail. And we also know that the playground is on the map. You guys see that? Are you guys thinking about the clues that we're being given?
Oh, I think I know what the main topic is.
Well, let's see. I want you guys to think of it if you know. Okay, we have one last page or pages that we're going to read. So, Rita, can you help us read page 102 and 103?
Yep. This place has a big box. Ooh. Mitch and Steph stop and get stamps. They drop a letter in the big box. Which place is this? Can you spot it on the map? Where can Mitch and Steph get lunch? Check the map.
Oh, let's see. Okay, so there were lots of good clues. So let's look at the picture.
A big box, that was kind of confusing.
But the other clue was they get stamps there and they drop the letter in the box.
What
is that? What place is
that
that?
helped me a lot because I didn't know when I heard about the box, but then when it said stamps, I'm like, well, that's the post office.
Was that the post office? Yes, it was. And where can we find the post office?
It's on the map.
You're right. So the post office is on the map, and you're right. And that was a great detail. The post office has a big box because what do? We put the letters in the big box, and that's how we send letters to each other. So let's think about all of our details or our clues. What's my main topic? What was this selection all about? We were talking about
They were talking about places on the map. You're right, but where were they? They were around town. It was a map of the town.
Yeah, I agree. That
Do
was
you
great.
agree? Well, let's check. Let's see if you guys are right. It was how to use a map to find places in town. Did we find lots of places in town? Yes, we did. We found lots of great places, and we used our clues to let us know where we were, and then we found them on the map.
And we did rereading.
We did, and we reread to make sure that we were finding the correct details. Thank you, Rita.
You're welcome.
And I want you to stay by because we're going to go into our writing. Are you guys ready?
Oh, I love to write.
Okay, so here's our writing prompt for today. It says, describe your favorite place to visit on the map. So Steph and Mitch went to a couple of places in town. I want you to think about which places that were your favorite, and then I want you to describe them because they gave lots of descriptive or describing words that told us where they were. So I want you to think and remember, what can you do if you can't remember? That's right, you can go back and read. So if you aren't sure and you can't decide on your favorite place, go back and read the text so that you can pick your favorite place. Do you have a favorite place?
Oh, I know my favorite place. You know it.
Well, let's see if your friends can come help us and see if they can give us some of their favorite place. Can you call your friends to come help us?
I sure can. There's Rita. Rita was just helping us. Hi, Rita.
I'm very speedy. I'm everywhere.
Oh, my goodness. Look how fast you went. Oh, Rita, you're so fast.
Hi, Tina. Here's
Hi.
Tina. Okay, now, were you guys listening? Did you have to go back and read? What were some of your favorite places to visit on the map? And then tell me a detail, or not a detail, but describe your favorite place.
Ooh, I have one. Can I go first? Okay, so one of my most favorite places to visit, and I would love that it was on the map too, and it was, let me grab my paper. Here it is. It was the playground.
The playground.
And you know what my favorite part about the playground? I love the big play structures with all the slides, and I can really get going fast when I go down those slides.
Oh, lots of great details. So my favorite place to visit on the map is the playground. Remember, we have to write a complete sentence, and I love that Tina gave us a great detail describing the playground. She says it has a big play structure with slides. Did you guys see that? Awesome. So I want you guys to think about your favorite place on the map, and I want you guys to write about it. Okay, Rita, do you want to quickly tell me yours?
Yes. I love to go to school.
Oh,
School is my place.
The school. Now at home, I want you guys to think about a detail or describe the school for us. All right? Okay, now I have another friend who's going to share a book with you. Let's see if you guys have read this book.
Hi, I'm Mr. Hammack. I'm Mrs. Hammack's husband, and I'm going to read Stephanie's Ponytail by Robert Munch. The reason I chose this story is because, well, I have a daughter named Stephanie, and I used to do her hair when she was little. One day, Stephanie went to her mom and said, "None of the kids in my class have a ponytail. I want a nice ponytail coming right out of the back." So Stephanie's mom gave her a nice ponytail coming right out of the back. When Stephanie went to school, the other kids looked at her and said, "Ugly, ugly, very ugly." Stephanie said, "It's my ponytail and I like it." The next morning when Stephanie went to school, all the other girls had ponytails coming out of the back. Stephanie looked at them and said, "You all are a bunch of copycats. You just do whatever I do. You don't have a brain in your heads." The next morning, Mom said, "Stephanie, would you like a ponytail coming out of the back?" Stephanie said, "Nope." "Then that's that," said her mom. "The only place you can do ponytails is in the back." "No, it's not," said Stephanie. "I want one coming out of the side just above my ear." "Very strange," said the mom. "Are you sure that's what you want?" "Yes," said Stephanie. So her mom gave Stephanie a nice ponytail coming out right above her ear. And if you would like to know what happens next, you need to check this book out of your library. Thank you for watching Valley PBS.
Have you heard that book?
I have heard that book, but you know what? That caught me was I think I know that guy.
He said his name was Mr. Hammack?
It was. That was my husband, Mr. Hammack.
Oh, I was going to say brother.
Well, and we really do have a daughter named Stephanie. And he really did do her hair when she was going to school in kindergarten.
So sweet.
Yeah, that's why he picked that. It was a great book.
Knock, knock.
Oh,
Who's there?
Ada.
Ada who?
Ada Savage for lunch. I told you I
Oh
was
my
hungry.
my goodness.
What a goober. All right, well, we loved having you here today, and we look forward to seeing you back here at Valley PBS. Have a good one.
Bye.